Okay. So my dad is a very nervous Jew. When growing up, he really just wanted to protect us from everything. His favorite phrase was, "You never know." Don't stand at the top of the stairs with your back towards the flight because you might fall down backwards and crack your head. You never know. Don't leave the house without extra sunscreen and an extra hat because you never know if you're going to be stuck outside in direct sunlight with no shade to be found. When rounding a blind curve, or any curve for that matter, always honk 3 times because you never know if the other driver is paying as much attention as you are. He embarrassed me to no end growing up. When I went to college, I knew that he was going to continue embarrassing me. For example, when 9/11 came around, my housemates got a package in the mail with no letter attached or anything. It was anti-radiation pills. We knew that absolutely who that came from with no question asked. He also sent me away to college with a bright red fire escape ladder because you never know if the actual escape ladder attached to the door may malfunction when you need to use your own and climb out your own window. And actually, that fire escape ladder is in my 31-year-old apartment right now, and it has moved with me 9 times since college. I will tell you, there's nothing like telling your Craigslist roommate that you need to escape out the window after work tonight for practice. And I am not being facetious. We have done practice runs in places that my father deemed not up to fire code. The time that I actually stepped into a full-fledged disaster, no online purchase or dad preparation could have set me up for this. It was spring of 2001, college. It was freshman year, and I was in school in Virginia. And as I said, I'm Jewish, so I was probably one of the only people on the campus at that time, that weekend. And there was one other girl in my hall at that time. And so I was in my dorm, and I had just gotten back from the gym, and I was gonna take a shower, and I'm sitting in my room in a towel, and I put something in my mouth. Something that I have not put in my mouth since the spring of 2001 Easter weekend. It was a Triscuit, which is an absolute perfect combination of sticky, clingy, and clumpy, and it lodged directly in my throat. And so I started choking, no air going in or out at all. And so I did what you do when you look at those posters in cafeterias. It tells you to do that chair thing. Did not work. That does not work on anybody. And so I ran into the hallway, and I started knocking on the girl's door, who I knew was on the hall at that time. And so I'm banging, and no air is going in or out, and I'm terrified. And as I was banging, my towel falls to the ground. And so I'm on the long freshman year dorm hall, and I'm choking, not breathing, naked, banging on a girl's door. She's not answering, so I burst open. And at that moment, she was also in the nude. And so she balls up on the ground, and she says, "Get out, get out, get out, get out." And when she realizes that no one is answering, she looks up, sees my vagina, my boobs, my blue face, and my hands clutching my neck. And she realizes that I'm choking. And so without thinking, she automatically grabs me into the room and gives me the Heimlich maneuver, both of us buck-ass naked. And so I remember this moment so vividly. Probably because I thought I was going to die, but also because she had pulled me directly in front of her Bed Bath & Beyond long mirror in front of her closet. So I watched the entire scene play out. And so I remember, the fluorescent lighting of the dorm, like watching my breasts bounce up and down, feeling her naked body up against my back, and it was like 4 strong thrusts. And the Triscuit came out of my mouth, and we both tumbled back on the bed, caught our breaths, looked at each other, started laughing, end scene. And to be honest, we're still laughing about it to this day. It is now, I guess 2 weekends ago was the anniversary of Naked Heimlich Maneuver, the 13th anniversary. I am now 13 years Triscuit free. Thank you very much. it's actually pretty hard at all the happy hours you go to with the cheese and the Triscuits. It's really difficult. You know, and I poke fun at my father, at all of his idiosyncrasies and trying to protect us growing up. But the reality is that I know that I will probably perpetuate his inappropriate behavior and, you know, send my kids off to school with an arsenal of protective things. And I will also give them the one piece of advice: to never, ever eat a Triscuit alone. Because my dad was right. You never know. And ladies and gentlemen, the unsung hero of the evening, Heidi Lawrence, who saved my life.